Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Heavy Metal Devils. So, Fabrizio Romano did a late night post last night saying we are in the market for a cheap option, most likely a loanee for left back to cover the Luke Shaw injury, because it looks like Luke Shaw is set to miss around 3 months of game time. 3 months. And one of those options has been listed as Chelsea's Marc Cucurella. Now, that is a very interesting option, very attacking fullback. But to be honest, it doesn't really fill me with that much hope because he had an awful year last year. I don't really remember him having a great game. He came from Brighton, I believe, on a £60 million deal last year to Chelsea, was supposed to be one of their biggest and brightest players last year, but didn't really cement himself well in that team, didn't really play that well. He had some moments, and I do believe that he could be good, but I just don't know about his defensive qualities. Him going forward is actually quite decent, but I'm a bit unsure about his defensive qualities. I do remember that Man City were in for him as well, so I don't know. This is an interesting option. One thing Fabrizio Romano did mention is that there are around 3 options that we're looking at, and Marc Cucurella being the first one that we are trying to go after. But this will only be on a loan, not a permanent deal. It could be maybe a loan to buy. I have no idea what that whole deal will entail. But yes, we have now contacted Chelsea about a loan from Marc Cucurella. Let me know what you guys think about that. I'm 50-50 on it. Yeah, we do need more cover at left back. I just don't know if Marc Cucurella is the guy I would honestly go for. I'm just, like I said just a couple seconds ago, I'm unsure about his defensive abilities. Going forward, I think he's an excellent player going forward, but staying back, covering players, I just don't know. I saw him get exposed so much last season, and that could have been maybe an odd transition. I mean, Chelsea had an awful year in general last year. It could have been a bad transition to the team. It could be a bad system that he was playing in. But who knows? It doesn't fill me with the utmost excitement about getting a guy like Marc Cucurella. I'd love to see Alvaro Fernandez try and get a run in. Definitely not a run in against teams like Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, but maybe I would have liked to see him get a few minutes against Nottingham Forest, maybe the games against Luton and stuff. But also, he has been tipped to leave, I believe, on a loan or maybe even a permanent deal. I heard Grenada were involved in this Alvaro Fernandez deal. So keep an eye on Alvaro Fernandez, but I do not think we should let him go. He could be a solid backup for us. I would just like to see him start getting minutes trickled in here throughout this season, because I do think we need to start looking at a left back option, a permanent left back option, because I do like Luke Shaw. He's really good, but he is injury prone. I don't think there's ever been a season where he hasn't at least had 1 or 2 injuries. So maybe getting a good backup. And I know we have Malacia, but he's had a knee injury, guys, and he's been out for a very, very long time. So we don't even know if he's going to come back to full fitness and play how he was. I mean, he's not the most exciting left back. He's decent, but he's not the best, let's say. So yeah, keep an eye on that. Loads of left back talk right now from Fabrizio Romano, and Marc Cucurella seems to be at the top of that list. And in other words, Dean Henderson was set to have a medical with Crystal Palace last night. I'm not sure what happened with that. I literally just woke up, so let me have a look and see what is going on with Dean Henderson. But yeah, it was reported in the Telegraph yesterday that Dean Henderson was set to have, yeah. So this is coming from BBC. There we go. This is Manchester United. Dean Henderson to Crystal Palace. Here we go. This is official, actually, guys, from a Fabrizio Romano. Good time. Anyway, Fabrizio Romano. Here we go. For Dean Henderson. I will get that on this video anyway. So that means Bayendir to Manchester United is happening, which I don't understand why we are going to pay so much for a backup goalkeeper. I think he's around 7 million euros. We need to get a guy like Amrabat in. So this looks to be a 20 million pound package, add-ons included. and a sell-on clause included. So that's quite a decent deal, guys. So if he does well and they choose to sell him on, we could get some money out of that. And there are also add-ons. I wonder what those add-ons are, and I'm sure that will come out in the coming days. But Dean Henderson, as of an hour ago from Fabrizio Romano, here we go to Crystal Palace. So, yeah, very interesting news there, guys. Really cool. At least we can get some money in. Maybe we can get Amrabat in this week now with that money coming in. So that is positive news after what's been a shit week. An iffy game yesterday, guys. It was. If you didn't watch the first 5 minutes, the game was probably okay to you. I almost turned that shit off after 5 minutes, bro. But no, we had some great spells yesterday in the game. I really thought yesterday. Sorry, I'm just talking about the game for a second because I didn't really do a review. I was quite busy yesterday. I thought actually our set play design was quite good yesterday. You could see that they were working. They tried to implement things. They were definitely working on the training pitch. I would say the second goal that Casemiro got was definitely something they have worked on the pitch over and over again. And I said this to a friend. I thought that goal was a work of art. It was really nice. Rashford set up to Bruno to Casemiro, real nice. But yeah, guys, lots of interesting movement. Oh, sorry, I had one more thing I saw also. Let me just check this because I saw that Eric Bailly could be going to Marseille now. But basically for absolutely peanuts. So, yeah, just checking that. So, yes, Marseille looked to be interested in Harry Maguire, Eric Bailly. Sorry, I'm also checking Harry Maguire news. Yeah, but that's going to be literally, I think, basically a free transfer for Marseille. I think he played there also anyway. Didn't he just have a loan there? Yeah, anyway. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Some more, some more breaking news, guys. Some more breaking news, guys. This is a video. Harry Maguire to West Ham back on. This is coming from Sky Sports. This is coming from The Sun, Manchester Evening News. This is coming from The Athletic as well. So I am going to open this right now. West Ham reopened talks with Harry Maguire as Manchester United eye Marc Cucurella loan move. We all know that we need to really shift on Harry Maguire, maybe Scott McTominay as well. Yeah. So yeah, Harry Maguire to West Ham looks to be back on now, guys. We have to move quickly this week. This is the final week of the transfer window, guys. It ends on Thursday, I believe. So we really, really need to shift players and get a couple more in. Looks like we got a new goalkeeper in, but we need to get at least Sophie and Amrabat, maybe a Todibo in. But Todibo actually makes me nervous. Well, we can talk about that when that deal happens, if it does happen. But yeah, Harry Maguire to West Ham back on. Talks have reopened. Yeah, this is all coming from Sky Sports. So this is coming from good sources, guys. Yeah, really, really cool. Let's try and get this going because I've said this in the last couple of videos that I thought our transfer window kind of was starting all right, maybe around a 6, 7 out of 10, bringing those players in, but it quickly fell to a 4 out of 10 because we cannot sell players and sell players for a decent price. Yeah, so if we can shift on, well, if we can, it looks like we are shifting on Dean Henderson for 20 million plus add-ons. Looks like West Ham are back in for Harry Maguire. So things are looking a bit more positive, guys. So let's sit tight. Let's see what happens. Expect a new here we go on a goalkeeper coming in this week in Bayendir. And yeah, let's keep an eye. I don't think McTominay is going. He was involved in yesterday's game. So I think there's signs of him staying. But Maguire looks to be on his way out again to West Ham. So anyway, let me know what you guys think down below about Marc Cucurella. Is he going to come? Is that loan option a good one? Because to me, it's not the most exciting one I can think of. West Ham back in for Harry Maguire, Eric Bailly to Marseille, and Dean Henderson. Here we go to Crystal Palace. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Later.